Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. We're now less than 2 weeks away from learning whether the 49ers celebrate their first Lombardi trophy in nearly 3 decades, or if Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs win their 3rd Super Bowl in 5 years. Unfortunately, Kansas City defensive end Charles Omenihu won't get a chance to play in Super Bowl 58 after suffering a torn ACL against the Ravens in the AFC Championship game. Meantime, the Seahawks and Commanders will interview both the Ravens defensive coordinator Mike Macdonald and Lions offensive coordinator Ben Johnson this week for their open head coaching vacancies, according to NFL Network insider Tom Pelissero. Pelissero also reporting former Falcons head coach Arthur Smith interviewed with the Steelers for their offensive coordinator opening. And the Browns are hiring former Bills offensive coordinator Ken Dorsey to become their next OC. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. In the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. The ugly truth is when you buy a timeshare, you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. I recently helped a couple that had their maintenance fees go from $800 to $3,200 a year. They also received a $4,000 assessment for a hurricane that was over 1,000 miles away. Sound crazy? The crazy thing is this never ends. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. Call 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333.
It is a Tuesday, 30th day of January 2024. We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 Kxo El Centro. In the newsroom, Gene Brister, I'm Carroll, and I'm the one pushing the buttons.
Yeah. You're in the newsroom? Yeah. Okay.
Let's hope I can get the button pushing part down.
Well, practice.
Yes. Practice. Okay. Another beautiful day in the neighborhood. Going to be that way today, again tomorrow, and then we're liable to get a little bit of a change.
Above normal temperatures, not by a lot, but a little.
Well, pushing 80 is not bad.
No.
Not
at all.
I have a lot of friends and relatives that are quite jealous of that.
They would give, I'm sure, a large sum if they could have some of that.
Well, yes, and sometimes they do by traveling to, maybe a Caribbean cruise or somewhere where the sun is shining.
Yeah, that sounds
okay. Well, looking back in history on this date in 1948, aviation pioneer Orville Wright died at the age of 77. We have it on good authority he died of old age waiting for his suitcase at an airport baggage carousel. Where everybody's bag goes through but mine sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we've all got a story.
Yes. Okay. And let's see. The Holtville Carrot Festival kicks off this Friday night with the Coronation and Citizen of the Year banquet.
That's what I hear. That's the rumor.
Yeah, well, there's more than a rumor. That is verified.
Take it to the bank, then.
Yep. And the Carrot Festival, the cookery contest and everything gets underway Wednesday of next week.
Yeah, they do some fine cooking there.
They certainly do. The carrots in my garden are not quite ready yet, so I'm not going to be able to participate.
Not going to be able to?
No, the carrots, it'll be another couple of weeks. They're doing okay, but it'll be another couple of weeks before the carrots are ready.
Well, you could take a rain check or give them one, and then you could call them up as soon as they're ready.
Yeah.
And they could come and pick them up.
Sure. And the tomatoes are not quite ready, but the greens are all doing very well. The different lettuces and chard and spinach, they're all doing quite well. So, okay, you ready for birthdays?
I'm ready.
Okay, we've got birthdays, and we can celebrate today with actor Gene Hackman, 94.
Wow.
Actor Vanessa Redgrave, 87. And horn player William King of the Commodores, 75. Phil Collins, 73. Actor Charles S. Dutton, 73. Actor Ann Dowd is 68. Comedian Brett Butler is 66. Actor Wayne Wilderson, 58. Actor Olivia Colman, 50. Actor Lena Hall, 44. Actor Wilmer Valderrama, 44. Actor Mary Hollis in Baden, 38. Actor Kylie Bunbury, 35. Actor Jake Thomas, 34. Actor Danielle Campbell is 29. Local birthdays, we got them. We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Lulu McGee, Melody Feliz, Christopher Chavarin, Steve Mitasinka, Robin Avila, Paulette Garcia, Manuel Zezueta, Maria Cota, Luisa Grijalva, Angelica Rangel, Lila Castro, Kim Clavry, Henry Zamaripa, Francis Ortega, Eric Wong, and Alfred Rasmussen.
Rasmussen.
Alfred, most of us know him better as Sonny.
Sonny,
right?
yeah,
Yes.
I was going to say. I don't think I've ever met that version of Rasmussen's.
It's, pretty much a carbon copy.
Yeah, I did mean to tell him that he could move his truck now. It's been parked in idle in front of our office for about a month now.
Okay.
He's looking for it, I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll get him the message. And let's see, in the news, the Windy City might be changing its name to Bedbug City. Seems Chicago tops Orkin's annual bedbug list for the 4th year in a row. And in case you're wondering, Los Angeles placed 5th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Who counts? I mean, I guess Orkin does, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's their job. It's what they do.
All the way to the bank.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're still trying to locate the pig that is wandering down Crookshank Road near Dogwood. Just kind of...
I think it probably was, it belongs to maybe somebody that is in 4-H or FFA.
It could be.
And if you're missing a pig for that competition, go check the pen.
Yeah.
Probably a good hint there.
And if you're in the mood for bacon or pork chops, you might go check the pig also.
Yeah, go check the pig.
Yes. Okay, we've got news.
Okay.
World and California news headlines right now, brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
Killed in a drone attack in Jordan. Among them, Oneida Alvar Sanders' 24-year-old daughter, Kennedy.
All of these different things that she had plans for that, were just cut short in the blink of an eye. So, I just feel like somebody like her that's so full of life, it's just unfair that she'll never get to realize those dreams that she had.
The House Homeland Security Committee is meeting right now ahead of a vote on impeaching the Homeland Security Secretary. Committee Chair Mark Green accuses Alejandro Mayorkas of ignoring the crisis at the southern border.
He has willfully and systematically refused to comply with the laws passed by Congress and breached the trust of Congress and the American people.
UPS says it plans to cut 12,000 jobs in a move to save $1 billion as the delivery business slows down. Most will be full and part-time management positions, as well as contract workers. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Authorities in San Bernardino County announcing the arrest of 5 people in connection to that grisly remote desert area crime scene where 6 bodies were found last week. Sergeant Michael Warwick with the sheriff's office says authorities were originally alerted by a victim who called 911.
The caller told dispatchers he was shot, but he did not know the location he was at, and it appeared the call ended.
Warwick says information from the community helped lead to the suspects. The violence apparently sparked by a dispute over marijuana. Another winter storm moving into the state as early as tonight in the northern region. Heavy rains possibly causing a rise on creeks and streams, with parts of the larger rivers also under threat.
Until for several points along the upper Sacramento River to reach monitor stage by the end of the week into the weekend.
Courtney Carpenter with the National Weather Service. Southern California likely to get more moisture starting Thursday. Fremont-based Neuralink has implanted a brain chip into a human for the first time. The company, founded by Elon Musk, aims to eventually use the implants to allow people with paralysis to regain motor function. Chef Scott, California News.
That was another way. I would smoke once an hour. That didn't work either.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
All that would happen at some point of the day, I would end up doubling up. Other ways that I tried to quit was I stopped buying cigarettes totally. But if I took 3 puffs off of 15 friends, those didn't count because they weren't my cigarettes and they weren't full cigarettes. I went through a lot.
Every attempt is part of your story to quit for good. Visit Kick It California today at kickitca.org.
And now another no-brainer money-saving tip from Progressive.
It looks like your luggage is over 50 pounds. Is there anything you can take out?
Oh, yeah. Let me just toss all these $20 bills.
Great. Let me grab you a trash can.
Stop. Instead of throwing money away, move some clothes into a carry-on. And here's a better tip from Progressive on how not to waste money. Don't pay too much for car insurance. Drivers who switch and save could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations to serve you. At El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Taking a look at the latest in local news, Nyland residents still trying to get help. George Gale filed this story.
The Highline Canal flooded in September. Nyland residents are still trying to get help. Water has flooded the community, causing damage to several homes. Other storms since then have made matters worse. Nyland is not a city, but a county township. It has no council or mayor. April Ochoa, the Nyland Chamber of Commerce treasurer, has taken the lead in an attempt to help her neighbors. She has taken the issue to the County Board of Supervisors and to the Imperial Irrigation District Board of Directors at a recent supervisors meeting. She thanked the board for the $50,000 county allocated in September from the county ARPA allocation. She said, however, that was just not enough. More than 80 families were affected by the flooding, most of whom did not qualify for ARPA funding. Supervisor Ryan Kelly, who represents Nyland, said he had discussed the issue with the county executive officer, and they would be discussing possible solutions at the next board meeting. Ochoa is also trying to get the IID to take responsibility for the Highline Canal and the damage that it has caused. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A suspect attacks a man with a machete. It happened last Friday in Calexico. Police responded to the scene in the 400 block of Rockwood Avenue at just after 6 p.m. The victim suffered a severe injury to his arm. He was transported to El Centro Regional Medical Center for treatment. The victim reportedly told the police the attack was unprovoked, but that's about all he's saying. The victim would not say what led to the attack, nor would he give a description of the attacker or attackers. The witnesses were interviewed, but they told police they had not seen anything. Police are searching for possible video cameras that could assist them in their investigation. KXO News Time coming up to 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. Now we're talking Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. See a Quick Lane service advisor and get the best price guaranteed. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and they're conveniently located in the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and their new mobile service van comes to you with no added charge.
Well, ARC is again offering free tax preparation. It starts February the 6th. They have been offering the service for years. This year it will be at a new location. They will set up at the old Post Office Pavilion at 230 South 5th Street in El Centro. And ARP Tax Aid will serve low to moderate income individuals of all ages. No fee, and ARP membership is not required. You must, however, set up an appointment by calling 760-353-2801. You should bring a W-2, 1099 property tax records, and prior year tax returns. They will be open Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations to serve you. In the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, and at El Centro Motors. And remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
At Grainger, we're for the ones who specialize in saving the day, and for the ones who've mastered the art of keeping business moving. We offer industrial-grade supplies for every industry, with same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders, all backed by real people ready to help. So you can get the right answers and products right when you need them. Call, clickgrainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
When a cold comes on strong, try DayQuil's Severe Honey flavor. The daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, Honeylicious, power through your day medicine. Powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a Honeylicious taste, so a cold won't slow you down. Get back to your day feeling relieved, enjoying the delicious flavor of DayQuil Severe Honey. DayQuil Severe Honey flavor soothes your symptoms with a delicious taste. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
And it's page 2 of the local news, page 2 and weather. All brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family or meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
2 sex offenders are caught re-entering the U.S. They were arrested recently by El Centro Sector Border Patrol agents. One was a Mexican national who had been convicted of lewd and lascivious acts with a child under the age of 14. Also detained was a Polish national with an extensive criminal history, including willfully cruelty to a child and spousal battery. Both were taken into custody. No other information was released. The annual Black and White art exhibit, the Calexico is hosting the Black and White exhibit. Opening night is February the 6th from 5:30 till 7:30 p.m. The exhibit is held in the Carmen Terrazzo Cultural Arts Center. All artwork is black and white. Admission is free, and there will be light refreshments. For more information, contact the Calexico Recreation Department. We'll be back with more local news.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? With specials on select appetizers, beer specials, and more. Ask about drink specials all day with $5 drinks like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wind Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Our weekday lunch specials include a soft drink from only $8 to $11. With tons of TVs, we've got you covered for any sport you want to watch. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
In other local news, Highway 98 operating with one lane open. Here's more on that story.
Caltrans is working on Highway 98. The highway is operating with one lane. The work began on Monday, and it'll continue through February 10th. Crews are working to replace the damaged culverts. Motorists are advised to be on the lookout for two flaggers monitoring the traffic flow. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
According to the National Weather Service, well above normal temperatures will continue over the next couple of days, with highs mainly in the upper 70s in the Imperial and Yuma valleys. Starting Thursday, cooler temperatures will settle into the region as a weather system enters. A band of rain along an advancing cold front will also progress through the area from Thursday afternoon through early Friday. Drying conditions are then anticipated over the weekend ahead of a more unsettled weather going into next week. 78 the high in the valley yesterday, 48 our overnight low. Sunny today with a high near 79. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming calm. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 50. Light wind becoming southwest about 5 miles an hour after midnight. Mostly sunny on Wednesday with a high near 77. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming west in the afternoon. 53 degrees downtown El Centro, 71% relative humidity. Right now, the wind out of the west at 5 to 7 miles an hour. And our little piggy is on his way home. Okay. I was worried. That's it for Local News Page 2, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town. Daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, and of course happy hour from 3 till 6 p.m. daily. It's the Peanut Patch in Yuma. The Peanut Patch. What a great place to visit. I recommend you visit the Peanut Patch and enjoy. They're open Monday through Saturday, 9 till 5 Yuma time. And the store carries so many homemade, delicious chocolates, English toffee, pecan turtles, so many great things. Yeah, so much more than peanuts. The Peanut Patch. You get there by going to Yuma. Take Avenue 3E and go past MCAS Yuma until you come to East County 13th Street, turn left, and go for about another mile and a half, and you're at the Peanut Patch. The Peanut Patch. You know, they're so big, they even have their own post office. They'll ship anywhere in the universe from the Peanut Patch. It's a great way to spend a day, a Saturday or any day, a quick getaway that you will enjoy. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NBA action last night. The Rockets ripped the Lakers 135-119. Suns topped the Heat 118-104. Kings clobbered the Grizzlies 103-94. Timberwolves over the Thunder 107-101. Wizards whipped the Spurs 118-113. It was the Mavericks edging the Magic 131-129. And the Nuggets beat the Bucks 113-107. Elsewhere, the Knicks 113, Hornets 92. Cavaliers clipped the Clippers 118-108. Celtics over the Pelicans 118-112. And the Nets, they beat up on the Jazz 147-114. Oh, and Trailblazers, yeah, they topped the 76ers 130-104. Former NBA point guard Rajon Rondo was arrested over the weekend for unlawful possession of a firearm, drug paraphernalia, and marijuana, all misdemeanor charges, according to the Indiana State Police. Rondo was pulled over in Jackson County, Indiana, Sunday afternoon because of a traffic violation when a trooper smelled marijuana. With an NBA player? I'm shocked. Anyway, he'll get through that.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
Well, the Los Angeles Chargers have finalized a deal. They will hire Baltimore Ravens Director of Player Personnel Joe Hortiz as their new general manager. Hortiz has been with the Ravens for the past 26 years, beginning as a football personnel assistant and holding his current role since 2019 as Director of Player Personnel. He oversaw both college and pro scouting for the Ravens. And in small ball, are you ready? Spring training gets underway in 2 weeks. The Seattle Mariners and Minnesota Twins swung a 5-player trade yesterday. Second baseman Jorge Polanco going to Seattle for prospects. And that's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
Let's talk about it, bringing community mental health issues to your radio. Listen each Sunday morning to Kxo AM 1230 at 7 a.m. or on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on FM 107.5 or log on to kxoradio.com for a podcast of the show in its entirety. This program is produced by the Public Affairs Department of Kxo AM 1230 and FM 107.5. Let's Talk About It is presented as a public service of Imperial County Behavioral Health Services.
Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. UPS announced today that it will cut 12,000 jobs as part of a bid to save $1 billion in costs. Managers and contractor positions will make up most of the layoffs. The job cuts come as UPS issued a disappointing sales outlook for this year, saying it expects global revenue of between $92 to $94.5 billion. That would be up from the $91 billion in revenue it reported last year, but analysts surveyed had expected it to be even higher. UPS lost business last year as customers concerned about a possible strike by the Teamsters shifted shipments to rival carriers such as FedEx. Although UPS said it expects to get most of that business back, it won back only about 60% of that lost business. A 46-day strike took only a modest bite out of General Motors' earnings for 2023. And America's largest automaker said it expects profit to bounce back to near or above record levels this year, regardless of the higher labor costs, forecast of weaker car prices, and other headwinds. The automaker said it expects 2024 adjusted earnings of between $9.8 to $11.2 billion, which could top the record $11 billion it earned on that basis in 2022. The company reported adjusted net income of $1.6 billion in the fourth quarter, $1.24 a share. That's down 46% from a year earlier, partly due to the $1.1 billion cost of the strike, most of which came in the fourth quarter, but its results were much better than the forecast of $1.16 a share from analysts. Revenue of $43 billion in the quarter, down less than 1% from a year earlier, also beat forecasts. So what's shaking on the big board right now? Well, consumer confidence is up. It climbs to a 2-year high as inflation slows and the economy keeps growing. Right now, the Dow down 37 points at 38,296. The S&P 500 down 7 at 4921. The NASDAQ off 72 at 15,555. Gold jumps $25.60 an ounce And oil up 51 cents per barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Sunny skies today with a high near 79. West wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming calm. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 50. Light wind becoming southwest about 5 miles an hour after midnight. Wednesday, mostly sunny with a high near 77. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming west in the afternoon. And change starting to come our way Wednesday night and on into Thursday and Thursday night with a good chance of some showers. Right now, downtown, 53 degrees, 70% relative humidity. The wind coming out of the west at 5 to 7 miles an hour. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security Services. Did you know they offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal? You'll find them at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. CBS News coming up.
Tuning into the baseball game, monitoring the incoming storm, catching your favorite talk show. These are just a few of the reasons more than 80 million Americans depend on AM radio each month. And did you know AM radio is the backbone of the emergency alert system, keeping us safe in dangerous times? It's reliable, free, and public safety depends on it. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress we need AM radio in cars. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Steve Kathan. President Biden says he has decided how the U.S. will respond to the drone strike in Jordan that killed 3 American service members. He commented as he left the White House.
I don't think we need a wider war in the Middle East. That's not what I'm looking for.
The CBS's Olivia Gazis says military and financial considerations are in the possible mix.
Sanctions are always on the table, and in fact, the U.S. uses them pretty regularly against Iran because they say that they're effective at constraining Iranian misbehavior in the region and within its own borders. Just yesterday, the administration sanctioned Iranian officials who had been plotting assassination attempts and kidnappings of dissidents, including here in the United States.
A House committee set to vote today on 2 articles of impeachment against Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas. Tennessee Republican Mark Green.
We cannot allow this border crisis to continue. We cannot allow fentanyl to flood across our border, our criminals to waltz in undeterred.
Democrat Benny Thompson calls it a sham.
In a process akin to throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks, Republicans have cooked up vague, unprecedented grounds to impeach Secretary Mayorkas.
Israel's Prime Minister Netanyahu says there will be no military withdrawal from Gaza or release of thousands of jailed militants. 2 Hamas demands in ceasefire talks. Correspondent Cammie McCormick has the latest on a UN aid agency under fire over allegations that some members helped Hamas carry out its October attack.
Cutting off funding will only hurt the people of Gaza, who desperately need support.
The World Health Organization's Christian Lindmeier says shelters and health facilities rely on the UN agency.
Criminal activity can never go unpunished. But the discussion right now is much of a distraction from what's really going on every day, every hour, every minute in Gaza.
Toyota says it sold 11 million vehicles last year to retain its status as the world's top car maker. The news came just after a Toyota plant in Japan was raided by police, investigating company admissions that it cheated on engine tests. It's been a tough driving winter in Alaska. Anchorage has recorded 100 inches of snow for the season, hitting that mark earlier than ever on the calendar. Justin Shelby is a plow driver.
I think the biggest issue we've got right now is visibility, especially with the blowing snow and the plows traveling on the road. It can be hard for them to see. drivers. So we really ask the public to help us out by don't crowd the plow.
A big honor for Elton John. He and his songwriting partner Bernie Taupin have been awarded the Gershwin Prize for Popular Song. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Get the appliances you need right away at Lowe's. Explore the largest assortment of brands you trust, like Whirlpool, Samsung, and LG, in-store or online at the best values. Plus, take advantage of our everyday financing offers on top items, from refrigerators to laundry pairs. And there's more. Get your new appliances delivered or installed quickly at your convenience. Because Lowe's knows appliances. Lowe's knows home improvement. Subject to credit approval.
Oh, this cold.
Honey?
Honey?
Honey, you need DayQuil Severe Honey.
DayQuil Severe Honey gives you powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a honeylicious taste, because life doesn't stop for a cold. Okay, I'm ready to go.
No, I'm getting a cold.
Honey. Try DayQuil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu relief. DayQuil Severe with honey flavor. The daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, honeylicious, power through your day medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
An ad says it's better in the Bahamas. Some might dispute that now.
Behold, water so blue, it seems to merge with the sky above.
The State Department has issued a Level 2 travel advisory for parts of the Bahamas. It says visitors would be wise to exercise increased caution because of a spike in gang-related violence, mostly on New Providence in Nassau and Grand Bahama in Freeport. The U.S. Embassy cites 18 murders in the capital of Nassau alone since the start of the year, along with burglaries, armed robberies, and sexual assaults in both tourist and non-tourist areas. The State Department advises extreme vigilance for tourists staying at short-term vacation rentals without security. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
A judge has rejected Cher's request to have her adult son put in a temporary conservatorship, but there's a hearing in March for a long-term arrangement. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
I turn it on in the morning and I leave it on all day.
AM 1230.
My music station.
KXO.
1230.